Hi guys, and welcome to another pick a card reading. So today I am doing a look into your past life, your most recent past life, and then we're going to take a look at how that affects your current life. So I have 4 piles in front of you, which you can see. They're all numbered 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm going to get you guys to pick that in just a moment. If you guys are new to pick a card readings, this is a really simple process. What you're going to do is when I give you guys some time, I want you to either pick by one of the numbers, or you might like to pick intuitively, in which case you can meditate on the question at hand. Close your eyes while doing so, and then upon opening your eyes, you should be drawn to a particular pile. It is perfectly fine, guys, if you were drawn to more than one pile. It just means that there could be multiple messages for you in multiple piles. And if you start listening to the reading and you feel like it's not resonating for you at all, then please feel free to go back to the start and pick another pile. And if none of them are really resonating, then this may just mean that this particular reading is not for you, in which case you might like to just wait for another reading of mine, or you can of course go to the plethora of amazing tarot readers that we have available on YouTube. Now, I just want to remind you guys that if you like my pick a card readings, please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And thank you for the comments, because I really do appreciate those. So if the reading does resonate and you would like to comment, I would very much love to read that. And also, I have an Instagram and I have a Twitter, which you guys can follow me on. So they will be in the description box, as well as in on the main page of my YouTube channel. Okay, so you can follow those there, and I would really appreciate it if you guys want to follow me on those social medias as well, especially on Instagram, because I put up on Instagram when I've just posted a new video as well, so it's another way for you to find when I've posted something new. So we're going to head into this reading. So I'm going to give you guys 10 seconds, okay, to have either pause the screen or to pick your pile from the number, or like I said, you may want to do it intuitively, and I will see you at your timestamp. And the timestamps are below in the description box as well as in the comment box. See you then. Okay, hi pile 1. So if you pick this pile, this is your reading. And we're going to start off with this card here, which I picked for your main theme of your past life. So you've got loyalty, red crown crane. And you have 2 animals here. We have the nightingale and we have the crocodile. So let me just tune in here to what I'm getting. I think that this past life, this most recent past life for you guys, there was definite focus on love. And obviously we have a lot of clues to that. For you guys that know tarot well, you will see those. So we have the 2 of Cups, which can talk about a soulmate union. And just someone that really understands you very well, someone that you're very compatible with. And someone, too, that you might even be on a same spiritual level with. And we also have the 4 of Wands there as well, which can talk about, commitments, engagements, marriages. So you may have been married to this person. And what I'm getting with these 2 animals here is that I'm sensing that you, in a past life, might have been the nightingale, and I'm sensing that your person is the crocodile. And I think, being the crocodile, I think this person was quite protective of you guys. So I'm sensing that, they were, not in a toxic way or negative way, but just generally protective of you. And I think you felt very safe, is what I'm getting with this person. So I think this person also provided you with a lot of stability. I think this person was also very patient as well. I feel like for you, this was a big deal because I feel like you were quite a sensitive person. So you might resonate with perhaps being a water sign, so Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, perhaps. Or you might resonate with being an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, because of course we have air and water here. But I do feel like there was something about you that, you know, I feel like you liked that sense of safety within this person. And I think you definitely got that. And this person made you feel really free. And I'm getting that sense just because, you know, we have the nightingale, birds like to be free, they like to roam free. And of course the Ace of Cups, you know, meaning freedom. I think this person really gave you that sense of freedom. And I think you felt like you could really flourish in this person's presence. And I think your emotions were really filled up and loved up with this person a lot. I also think this person could have been really creative, but I also think that you were very creative as well. And I'm sort of sensing with the nightingale there that you could have been, had some sort of relation to your voice. There could have been something with your voice in a past life. So you may have been, for instance, a singer, or just, you know, enjoying speaking. You might have been some kind of, you know, motivational speaker, or maybe even, you know, something to do with your communication with people in some kind of way. And because, you know, we have the blue there on this card, I'm thinking of the throat chakra. So I'm thinking there was something to do with your voice. But I feel like this person didn't, they didn't, you know, stop your voice or anything. They didn't, what's the word I'm trying to think of? They didn't, you know, they wanted you to be free. They wanted you to be who you were meant to be. And I think they allowed you to do that. And so, you know, it was like, if you want to sing, sing at the top of your lungs. You know what I mean? It was that kind of relationship. And because we have the Six of Cups there as well, I'm kind of sensing that this could have been a, past life relationship. So even though we are talking about your past life, this can indicate perhaps that you've had multiple lives thus far, and that this was a person in your most recent life that you even knew in a life before that. So there is an indication there to that. Sometimes the Six of Cups can talk about children as well, so this could be an indication too that you may have had children with this person. And being that we have the Father of Wands, that can indicate as well that they were a father figure. And of course, guys, sorry, I always forget to mention this sometimes. These are not gender specific. So guys, if you're watching, this could have been a mother figure, so on and so forth, okay? So make it fit your situation. But I'm sensing here with the roots there on the Six of Cups that you guys really built something strong, something from deep within the ground that was able to grow beautifully, healthily. I feel like that's what you guys created, okay, within yourselves. I feel like this was a relationship that, you know, really brought you guys together. And it was something where, you know, it was just one of those beautiful unions. And I feel like, you know, excuse me, yeah, I just feel like you guys really complemented each other. I feel like the relationship was quite romantic, but at the bottom of it, like I said, there was a lot of loyalty. This could have come from you guys being friends to start with and then building upon that relationship. But like I said, I am sensing here with the Four of Wands that you guys definitely could have been married. Or there was at least a proposal of some kind, or, you know, some kind of kept maybe promise between the two of you. And the Four of Wands always makes me think of the four walls. So I think you guys definitely achieved having that stability. And it could also be in a literal sense where you guys, you know, got to that point of owning a house and doing all that sort of scenario. So we're going to get you guys some more information here as to how this past life is affecting you now. Okay, and what this might have meant for you living your life right now. So we're going to see what we can get here. So give me a moment to do a quick shuffle. I won't really be doing it on camera because I don't have enough space. I need more space, guys. All right. Okay. So how does this person's past life affect their current life? Spirit, how does this person's past life affect their current life? How does this person's past life affect their current life? right, you guys. So we have the Devil. And, you know, this can talk about you being possibly in a, the Devil can talk about excess, but it can also talk about toxic people and toxic relationships and scenarios in your life. So you may be resonating with that right now. And if you are, then, you know, I see already where this is, headed. So we also have the Tower. Okay. And, you know, the Tower talks about endings, but it also talks about, you know, really chaotic scenarios, situations that just sort of wreak havoc in your life. And I know that that sounds really crazy and dramatic, but, you know, if this is a scenario you're going through right now, this could be because of this Devil energy. And this could be because of perhaps a toxic person in your life. Okay. And then we also have Temperance as well. Okay, we have Temperance. All right, now with the Temperance, you know, that talks about gaining balance in your life. Okay, balance sometimes of both energies, masculine and feminine, but sometimes just in general, I take it as a general balance as well. And, you know, it can also be about that spiritual transformation, that spiritual awakening. Okay, so I think in this life, if this resonates with you, being in this Devil scenario, I think there is an awakening ahead for you guys. There is something that is going to be happening for you where you need to sort of realize the situation that you're in and how it is affecting your life currently. Because, of course, the Devil isn't any kind of good energy, okay, realistically. So if this is a scenario that is putting you in a situation of chaos, again, that Tower energy, you are feeling less than, this person is not, you know, treating you in the way that you deserve to be treated. If there are so many things that are out of balance in this relationship and there are a lot of red flags, you know, all those common sense kind of things, if this is what you guys are seeing and this is what is happening in your current relationship, those of you that are in a relationship, okay, then this can be your clue that perhaps this relationship is not suited for you, okay? This Tower moment could be something that is coming in for you as well, okay? And I'm going to get some clarifiers on these for you guys. So this is the Tower moment that could be happening for you as well, coming up. You know, and Tower moments happen sort of sometimes whether we want them to or not, but it's always for our greatest good. It's always for our highest good, okay? So let me see. Can we get a clarification for the Devil card, please? Clarification for the Devil card. Okay. Okay, so we have the Lovers. That makes perfect sense. So this is a relationship that you guys are in, but it's not serving you, okay? This relationship is not serving you guys. It is not healthy, okay? There's a lot about this relationship that is toxic. And what I like to look at on the traditional Devil card, if you remember, there's a Devil standing there and he's got two people either side of him or either side. And he has, I always forget which way I say that. Sometimes I say either and sometimes I say either. Anyways, they have a chain around their neck and it looks like they can't break free, but if you actually look at the chain is really loose and they're able to actually just take it right off and free themselves. So this isn't a scenario that you can't get away from, okay? If there is a sense of feeling trapped, if there is a sense of, you know, perhaps you're very aware of the situation and perhaps you're thinking, sorry for the noise here guys, that kind of startled me, I think it was a motorbike. Perhaps you're thinking that, you know, there's no way out of this scenario. If it is a case of you feeling really trapped and you feel like there really isn't a solution, I feel like that's why that Tower moment is coming in and an ending is going to happen for you in a sense. But I do feel like this is a situation where you can actually, you know, get yourself free. Okay. Let's see if I can get any more clarifiers there, any more information there. Yeah, so we have the Five of Swords, and to me, you know, just straight away looking at that card, it's like cut that cord. cut that cord. Doesn't serve you. This relationship doesn't serve you, and it is not for your highest good, guys. You know, if someone is abusing you in any form, you know, definitely if it's physical abuse, of course, you know, guys, you know, you don't have to put up with that. You definitely do not deserve that. And even in, of course, if it is some kind of mental manipulation or something like that, emotional manipulation, none of that is anything for our highest good. So, you know, I know you guys will have your common sense, so please, if that is the case, you know, do what you need to do to get out of that scenario, okay? But we also have the 10 of Wands as well. And so, yeah, this talks about right now, I can feel this heavy energy already that you guys, you know, are carrying a lot of burdens, okay? There's a lot that you've had to go through, perhaps because of this relationship, and there's a lot that you're just carrying it all around with you. And whenever I look at the traditional 10 of Wands card, I always keep thinking to myself, you know, dude, just put the wands down, just drop them, you know, stop walking with me, can't see where you're going, you're completely burdened by these 10 of Wands, just put them down. And that's just the thing that I want to say to you, you know. I think with this whole, like I said, with this whole relationship, I think it is a thing where you can just put it down, lay it to rest, move on from this relationship, cut those ties, if this is resonating for you guys, okay? Now, for those of you that are not in a relationship right now, this could be something that you may well encounter in this lifetime, okay? And when this situation comes, again, use your common sense, guys, and do not put up with it, because this is not a good energy, okay? So we're going to get a bit of a clarification here on that Tower card as well, so I want clarification on that. So can we clarify the Tarot card, the Tower, please? Okay, we got 3 cards there, yeah. All right. Yeah, so we have the 3 of Swords. Makes perfect sense. So this is a lot of emotional pain that you guys are going through, and it's affecting you so much, you know. Look how tied up those swords are. You know, this is I feel how trapped you guys feel. I feel this energy. And I've got this really heaviness on my chest and my heart. So I feel that this is something really heavy that you guys are going through. But never forget that this too shall pass. This is something that you guys can get through, okay? You guys are strong. You have that inner strength. You can get through this. So if this is a relationship that you're going through right now, you guys can get out the other side. And I just, you know, I just feel for you guys, because, you know, I know how hard this sort of scenario is, because I have been in some toxic relationships myself, so I do understand. And you know what I always think too, because this card depicts rain in the background, usually, like, you know, raining down, and that to me, it's just like going through that cleansing moment, having that cleanse, getting rid of that heartache, you know, starting the healing process, you know. So I feel like you guys are going to be on the path to do that. Now, yeah, see, we also have the 10 of Swords in reverse. So this is definitely something that has been very heavy energy for you guys. Something, you know, very traumatic, very chaotic. It has not been good energy for you guys. And we also have the 8 of Cups. And with the 8 of Cups, you know, this can talk about separation, okay? This can talk about breaking ties, you know, things like that. And I feel like this can talk about, you know, the fact that perhaps this relationship is sort of broken, was sort of broken from the beginning, sort of had that immediate, perhaps toxic connection. But it can also be, this is you know, up and leaving the situation finally and walking away. And I'm looking at all those broken glasses there, and I just think, you know, look, if this is, and this can talk about domestic issues as well. So this is domestic violence or something. If this is someone perhaps that you guys are married to or something like that, this could talk about you guys perhaps getting a divorce or something. You know, take what resonates, guys. You know, obviously, if, you know, you're in a healthy relationship and things, don't just run out and, you know, grab a divorce or something. Of course, use your common sense. But what I'm sensing here is really heavy energy. And just looking at those broken cups there makes me feel quite sad, because I feel like there's a lot going on in this relationship, and none of it is good energy. And I'm just going to get a clarifier for Temperance now, guys, and then I'm going to end your reading there. So can we get a clarifier for the Temperance card, please? Oh, okay. And I dropped it on the floor. Okay, perfect. So we have the 10 of Cups. So that's wonderful. So that means that there is a connection out there for you guys. Okay, if you're not at that point yet, there is a connection out there for you that's going to bring you happiness. Okay, this card talks about, you know, happiness in general, but like, you know, family, togetherness, celebration, things like that. This is happiness coming for you guys with someone else. And the way I look at this card here is those, you know, lines, they're all connected up to each other, you know, and it's like that connection, that strong connection that you have with someone. But because of all the colors, look at all the colors. Look at how satisfying this relationship is, what it brings to you. You may even want to think of these as, you know, some of the chakras as well. You know, that togetherness, that wholeness in the relationship. And it's really great because this is paired with the Three of Pentacles. So this is somebody that you can have a stable relationship with from the ground up. Just like the relationship that you guys had in the past, okay, in your past life. So this is you guys getting back to essentially the beginning again, really. And I don't know, you know, if there is a chance, perhaps there might be a chance of this person, because this is just a general reading, right? The person from your past. Maybe the one you meet again comes back. If that's the case, how romantic. That's an awesome story. If that happens to be your story, let me know. But yeah, this is you guys getting into a much more stable relationship. And even partnership, you know, in the sense of starting a business or something. Maybe this is somebody that you can work with. This might be somebody too that you meet in a work scenario as well. So it may be somebody that you work with and you might meet them, and so on and so forth. And I think about these Three Pentacles too sometimes as the mother, father, and child. So this can be another indication too that you guys might have a child together. So I think, you know, obviously there is a good side to this, guys. You're going to get out of this relationship. There is a way for you to get out of this relationship. Please don't stay in this toxic energy. It's my advice to you guys. Like I said, take what resonates though, and, you know, put it to your situation if it fits. And you're moving on. You're going to move on to better energy, okay? And for those of you, like I said, that are single, if you sense this relationship coming, or you start getting involved in this relationship and you start seeing the red flags, please, guys, get out as early as you can, because this is a very toxic relationship. And move on to happiness, because you guys really deserve it. Okay, thanks a lot, guys. And I'm going to move on to pile 2. And please like and subscribe if you guys enjoyed my reading, and of course comment down below if this resonated. Thanks very much. Bye. Alright, hi pile 2. So if you picked pile 2, this is your reading. And I'm going to start off with this card here. This is your main theme for your past life. And we have Transformation, Sea Otter. I'm also sorry about the 2 cards down the bottom here. I hope you can still see those a little bit. I just don't have enough room. So we also have raccoon and we have owl, and I pulled those as part of your energy for your past life, so who you were as a person, and of course we have this transformation, the main theme. So let me just tap into what I'm getting here with the other cards. So there was a definite change that needed to happen in your past life, pile 2. Okay, and it starts with the raccoon. So I feel like this was your initial energy. Now also you may associate with air signs. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or you may associate with earth signs. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But of course you may not know what your sign was in a past life, so that may resonate for you now. You may still have some of that in your birth chart. So with this raccoon, I'm sensing that, you know, you guys might have been, I mean, there's a chance that you guys might have been a bit mischievous. Raccoons sometimes, they're always posed as like bandits and things in cartoons and so on and so forth. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that there was any sort of, like you committed any crimes or anything necessarily. I'm not really sensing that because we have that Eight of Swords card there. So what I'm more sensing, it was just a situation of lack for you with the Five of Pentacles here. So I feel like you were quite the scavenger in the sense of you were on hard times and it was kind of like you took whatever you could get at the time that you could get it. Does that make sense? So I feel like there was a huge lack for you in the first part of your life. And I think a lot of it too was fear-based thought, okay? That was affecting your thinking. I think there was a lot of negativity around you in the sense of this Eight of Swords card. Now, what's interesting, of course, always about the Eight of Swords is that, this, usually it's a person, but we have a butterfly here. So this butterfly can get free, okay? And they're all closed up as if they can't fly away, right? But they actually can. The swords aren't, piercing them. They aren't hurting them or anything. They're around, but they're not stopping them from breaking free, okay? So this card usually talks about the mental struggles sometimes that we go through, the way we down-talk ourselves, or we, like I said, get caught up in that fear thought. And then we are unsure as how to proceed, or we just stay stuck in fear, basically, right? And we don't evolve, we don't change. And I am even going to go as far as to say, I'm thinking that this butterfly has just made that transformation from the caterpillar and the butterfly wants to fly away because it looks like it's just coming out of the cocoon, right? So it wants to fly away, but it's stuck. It's feeling stuck, but it isn't not actually trapped, okay? That butterfly can actually fly away. But I feel like this was just your energy, This was the energy that you were in and you felt that lack. Now, this could have also been a lack of finances for you, which also may have sort of put you in that thought pattern of, I have nowhere to go, I have nothing to do, and sometimes that feeling of lack in the financial sense can put us into that fear thinking and put us into that thought. But there's always other options. There's always other things that we can do, It's never a completely hopeless situation. And what I also get from this Five of Pentacles card, when I look at that rose, I think of Beauty and the Beast. And I think of how that rose was used as part of a curse on the beast. And of course, that's how he turned from was he a prince? He was a prince, wasn't he? Not a king? I think he was a prince, yeah. Oh my god, that's so crazy because it's one of my favorite Disney movies and I can't even think. But he was royalty, right? And the problem was he was just, too selfish. The people that had lack, he wasn't kind to those people. So the people that didn't have anything, he just chucked them away and told them to go away. And didn't want to give them any second of his time, okay? So he definitely wasn't a philanthropist, sorry guys. So he wasn't helpful to anyone in any lesser situation than himself, right? And so he had this curse put on him so that basically everybody would fear him and stay away from him, and so that he had no one basically in his life. And of course, what he had to learn, the lesson was, love, and not just, of course, he learns love through Belle, but it's like having, that compassion and that generosity and things towards others as well, And so, of course, the deal here is, once that rose petals keep falling, and once it gets to the last petal, he's, sort of, if he doesn't find love in time, or he doesn't understand what the meaning of love is and compassion towards others, then he risks that chance of having to stay a beast forever. And so you're on the kind of opposite side of that a little bit, though. I feel like, you're that person that would love someone to maybe have noticed them and said, hey, I'll help you out and things like that, which is actually, I feel, what happened with you guys in a good way, okay? Because like I said, we have that transformation. So with the Three of Cups, what I'm sensing here is that I'm going to say that your soul tribe came in. Okay, the Three of Cups can mean family, it can mean just good friendships and things. I'm kind of getting a soul tribe vibe though, a little bit. But that's just me and my intuition right now. But it could have been friends, could have been family, but there were a couple of people that came to your aid, they came to your help, and they made you sort of rediscover yourself again, okay? They helped you out. You started feeling happiness again. You started feeling better, you know, and not so much in this situation of lack. Now, with this Ace of Wands card and the Nine of Cups card, I feel like they helped you to realize your dreams again, you know, to realize what you're capable of. They helped you to figure out some goals that you wanted to achieve and things to get to. And I feel like, too, with that Nine of Cups, I don't always feel like the Nine of Cups just talks about aiming for goals and aiming for dreams. I feel like, because it's the wish card in the sense of like, I wish I could and I wish I could. But I feel like it's also that you did, because if you look at the Stand of Cups card, you know, and even here, the cups are present. They're not invisible cups. They're not, you know, just outlines of cups where there should be cups there, but there's no cups, you know. They're there. So I feel like there are definitely things that you have achieved. You will achieve, right? And it's just dedicating yourself to that, putting the effort in and things like that, and just knowing, believing in yourself that you can do this, you know. And with that Ace of Wands card, you definitely can. I think that's new creative energy coming in. And with the Three of Wands there, you know, I think that you banded together with the people that you met, the people that came into your life, and you guys started something. You teamed up, okay? So whether you started a project or whether you just teamed up together to, you know, sort of change your lives together and really move forward, sort of as a collective, you know, and I sense that brought you into that owl energy where you had a lot more wisdom, okay? You had a lot more knowledge, and I think you really understood the importance of, you know, the role that others can play in your life, right? And how sometimes, you know, you can really hit rock bottom, but that doesn't mean that you're going to stay there or that you have to stay there, right? And so this transformation started happening. And I'm thinking about the sea otter too, and how sea otters, they, you know, hold hands, you know, they stay together so that they don't lose each other and things. Soulmates, when they find each other, you know, they're soulmates. They hold hands and they don't let go. And I feel like this was just a group of people that were like literally offering you a hand and saying, we're going to help you. We're going to pull you out of this. We're going to help you up. And they did. You know, and they did. And, you know, that fish jumping out of the water kind of makes me think like he was so happy that he's just like, look what I can do, you know, zoom, and he just jumped right out of the water. Like it was like you didn't fear anything. You know, and fishes, of course, you know, they can't breathe out of water. And so I feel like that's you just sort of jumping out, being like, yeah, I can take on anything. I'm like, look at me go. I feel like this is you realizing your passions again, that inner strength, you know, coming into your true self. And you know, this really taught you a few lessons in life, I feel. And so you ended up with that owl energy, where I feel like, too, you could be very impressionable, with other people as well. Even if it's just in telling your story of going from, you know, point A to point B, or whether it's, you know, in actually helping others as well, you know, in that sense, or just like I said, offering your advice every now and then, because I feel like you did learn a lot from this transformation that you went through in life. And I'm not sure if I'm really bad with fish, guys. I don't know if that's a salmon or a trout or something. And I think it's the salmon, isn't it, that swims against the stream. So that if that's salmon, then, you know, you guys, you know, probably started really, you know, fighting. Anything that came towards you that was like, you know, you felt that might have put you back in that situation of the Five of Pentacles, or anything that you felt like was trying to take you down, or anything that you felt like, I feel like you were just unstoppable. It's like not even the current of water could stop you. It's just like you had that ability to just, you know, really blossom is what I want to say. Yeah, for sure. So let's get some information now as to how this past life, okay, affects your current life. So let's get some information here about that. Okay, so how does this person's past life affect their current life, Spirit? How does this person's past life affect their current life spirit? How does this person's past life affect their current life spirit? How does this person's past life affect their current life spirit? How does this person's past life affect their current life spirit? How does this person's past life affect their current life? Okay. Alright. So, let me get these up. Let's see what you got here. Okay, so we have the Seven of Wands. Oh yeah, we have the, oh this is great. We have the Six of Pentacles. We have the Sun. Oh, we have the Star. Okay, okay, this is great. We have the Wheel of Fortune. I'm going to put that one up here. A little more than I wanted to get for you, but I'll take them. We have the Ten of Pentacles. Ha. This is great. Okay, so you guys hopefully will resonate with this, but it's pretty clear to me here that your current life, you are somebody that likes to help others. You're somebody that is very optimistic. You're somebody that likes to help people shine their light. You're someone that comes in with help for others. So you may be in a situation, perhaps financially, where you're able to give to others and help in the financial sense. Or even if you're not, let's just go out to the, to the widest extreme. If you're not a millionaire or something like that, right, guys? Even if, you're just pulling standard wage, so on and so forth, I still feel like you like to help those in need. And I think that that is a really great, quality to have in yourself. And I feel like you just want to encourage people that the sun is out there, that there are happier times, there are better times. And you also want to encourage people to go for their dreams. This is you sometimes even helping people with their dreams, because the Star can talk about, the yes card for wishes, right? So this is you even helping people with their dreams, helping them achieve them. And this is you telling people, that, they have that power within them. They have the strength, they have the courage within them to stand out for themselves, to be that driving force in their own life. And with the Wheel of Fortune, this is bringing in change for people. This is, you helping with that change, so that they are moving from the situation that you used to be in, of that lack, into a much better period with that Ten of Cups card there. And people are, Ten of Pentacles. And people are actually now, heading towards their dreams of, happy family life, stability, financial success, prosperity, abundance, all those things. You are like teaching these people. So you may be teaching people, but you may be also just actually literally handing out, help to people. I feel like, and and wanting to get people into much better places in their lives. And if it's not in the physical sense, I feel like you are just that person that gives people hope. Okay, you just, there's something within you, and maybe you haven't realized what it is. And this could be that feeling from your past life, that inner knowing of the fact that you've actually already been through this, but you feel like you just want to inspire people and help people realize that there is something better out there, and that they don't have to accept situations of lack. They don't have to stay in that low vibrational energy or anything that doesn't serve them, and you're helping them move forward to much better times. This is a really great reading. I really don't even feel like, I think Spirit's stopping me. It's like I don't even need to say any more than that. I think you guys get the message. So this was really, really beautiful, and thank you so much, Pile 2. If you really like this reading or my channel in general, please like and subscribe. And if this resonated with you, please leave me a comment down in the comment box. I would love to read it. And also, I also have an Instagram and a Twitter if you guys are interested. That's in the description box, as well as on my main page on the channel. Thank you so much. I will see you guys next time. Please take care and keep doing the great work that you guys are doing. Thank you so much. Bye. Hi, Pile 3. So thank you for joining me today. And this is your past life reading. Now, I have one of these cards here, this one here, which is going to be your main theme. And then I have the 2 animal cards here, which are going to give a little bit of an indication about who you were or perhaps other people in your life. And then the other cards are going to describe what actually happened in your past life. So with your main card here, we have Equality, Seahorse. And then we have the Eagle and the Fox. So just give me a second, so I'm going to tap into some of these other cards as well, just to see what energy we're getting here. Okay, so this is about, I feel, a relationship for you guys that, or it doesn't have to be a relationship. Sorry guys, I shouldn't say it like that. It doesn't have to be romantic. It can be, it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It can be a friend. It can be a parent, a sibling, someone else in the family, even someone that you work with. But this was a relationship that was not healthy for you, definitely not healthy. It was unbalanced, okay? This person wanted to have a lot of control over you, okay? Because I'm sensing your energy here is the Fox, and then we have the Eagle, and the Eagle is the other person in question. I feel like this person really hovered around you a lot. They were very controlling, okay? They didn't see your worth. They didn't see that you should be treated as an equal, okay? They didn't see, this could have even been someone, and this only maybe for some of you, but this could have even been someone that didn't believe in gender equality. So it was someone who was literally like, whether they were male or female, to the other gender to them was like less than. I'm even getting that sense for some of you. And so, you know, this was definitely a situation that had you feeling tied down. You didn't feel like you could be yourself, okay? This person just had a lot of control over you, and they were very protective. And with the Eagle, I'm just thinking about how they circle and they you know, observe their prey and things. And I feel like that was your scenario. And it's kind of funny we have the Fox too, because I think eagles eat those kinds of birds, don't they? You know, it's like you were kind of a prize to them, but yet, like I said, they didn't appreciate any worth in you. They didn't see your worth. So it was more like, this belongs to me, I'm taking it. And yeah, and there was no balance in the relationship. It was a very unbalanced relationship. And I forgot to mention in the past 2 piles too. Sorry for pile 1 and pile 2. If anyone is still watching, there's the number 14 there as well, so that may resonate for some of you. And you know, that breaks down to a 5, so 5 might mean something. But you know, yeah, this was a very toxic relationship, I feel. Yes. With the Fox, I'm kind of getting that you needed to find a way out, and you needed to be smart about it, because I think this person themselves was quite smart, or it's like they had that much of a control over you. It's like you just didn't have any freedom at all, or any time to make a plan, or to figure out a way out of this. Do you know what I'm saying? It was like they were just hovering over you all the time. They were just there all the time. And what I'm sensing, of course, there we have the 9 of Swords. So, you know, this gave you a lot of stress. Okay, this could have even given you some mental health issues like depression, anxiety, you know, nightmares even, because look at this, looks awful, right? I can see, you know, having some kind of a crazy nightmare from this kind of scenario. This person put a lot of fear into you, I feel. This person just, you know, really made you trapped, you know, in kind of almost, I'm feeling like every sense of the word. And I feel like you had a lot of sleepless nights, you know, there's a lot of sadness. There was a lot of even moments where I think you would just cry and things. It was, you were not happy. And actually, it's making me think of, oh gosh, the lady out of Sweeney Todd. Joanna, was it Joanna? Where she was trapped in the room upstairs. And I haven't seen Sweeney Todd in a long time, so forgive me. And that guy, I forget his name, came along and he was singing that song to her. I love you, Joanna. I feel you, Joanna. You know, like that. You know, and she was stuck, just watching outside. And she even had a bird, if I remember correctly. That's right. In a cage in the room, which was also another symbolism thing of like how trapped she was. Yeah. So this is not good energy, but what I'm getting here, because what I'm getting here too, I'll point this out with the Daughter of Wands. Now, you could have been someone who still had a bit of maturing left to go. So this could have been in one way that this person perhaps had a hold on you, and the fact that you weren't fully matured yet, in the sense of you may not have been legal yet, is what I'm trying to get at. So this person may have had a hold of you in that sense. If this was a parent scenario, perhaps. Again, this is a general reading, so take what resonates. There is a chance too that, you know, just like I said, you were perhaps an adult, but a very young adult, and still had a lot to learn, and so therefore perhaps that's where you were a little unsure as to how to go about this, or even realizing that this was toxic and so on and so forth. And for some of you, I'm sort of hearing as well, this may have been a situation for most of your life, up until this point that I'm about to talk about, because I feel like even from the get-go of your life, you may have been surrounded by this energy and had this scenario in your life. But what I want to point out here is two cards, the Chariot and this Nine of Wands. And I feel like this was you sort of, I feel like you had to take the steps to freedom, but it took a while. You know, you went through this situation with this person, and it took a while for you to realize the way out. And a lot of that, you know, had to come from you finally accessing that intuition and listening to your own gut and realizing that this situation wasn't serving you, and that there was a way out, and that this was not meant to be your path. This was not your soul's calling, okay? You had to free yourself. But like I said, I feel like, you know, again, with those steps, you had to take it very carefully, and you had to adapt that kind of fox energy. I feel like that a lot of that too came to you after this situation as well. I feel like you had those smarts. Sorry for the ding there, guys. I feel like you had those smarts after this relationship, and it was like all of a sudden, like, I see now. And you were very cautious, I feel like, with other people, and you felt, you know, sort of like, you know, strategies and things, you know, like you had to come up with that stuff, you know. You were very sneaky, you, not in the bad sense, but just in the sense like you gained, do you know what I'm saying? You gained that kind of knowledge to yeah, I don't know how else to say it, guys. Sorry, I'm feeling a bit stuck with expressing that. But hopefully you guys get what I mean. With the Chariot there, you know, I feel like for me this is usually the Chariot can talk about travel and things like that, and this can be the case here, because we do have the ocean here as well. We have the sea. Now, this could indicate, in one way, if we do talk about the travel, that you literally had to move in order to get away from this person, to get away from this energy. So it took you to another place. Okay, and you know, you had to literally free yourself. So it wasn't just, you know, saying enough is enough. It wasn't just removing yourself from this person. It was literally, in some cases, moving yourself to another place, to another country. But look, in general, with that Chariot, it is making me feel like you just galloped right away as soon as you realized that, you know, how to get away, what you could do, that this wasn't, you know, something that you deserved to have in your life, that this was a situation that you could remove yourself from. As soon as you realized that, you were out the door, you were gone, okay, and you took far off, you know, into the woods, or you know, rode off into the wind, or whatever you want to say. And I find it's interesting too, because this Chariot is obviously a bit of a different picture than what we see, or interpretation, I should say, than what we see on the original. But what I find is interesting is this Seahorse card reminds me of the Chariot card exactly. So it's, and of course we've got seahorses instead of sphinxes, but I feel like, you know, this is essentially that card as well. So I feel like you guys really had to get far, far away from this person in order to escape this situation. And like I said here with this Daughter of Wands as well, I feel like, you know, you had to do that in order to realize who you were. Because I think you'd lost a sense of self, or you hadn't even maybe been able to gain a sense of self, okay? And you were quite a passionate person, you know, and you found your inner strength. You found your inner power, you know, through getting out of the situation and listening to your intuition and feeling and realizing what it was that you really wanted for your own life, yeah? And then we have, of course, the Six of Wands, which can talk about victory and success. So I do feel like this was successful for you guys. You got away from this person, you got out of this situation, and you were able to blossom as yourself, the Daughter of Wands. And I feel like, you know, you were a lot more happier. But it did take you a while, I feel, with this Nine of Wands to get out of this scenario. It took some of your smarts, but you did it. You escaped, you got away, and you moved on. So let us see now where this situation puts us in your current life, okay? So let's see what's going on in your current life and how this has affected it, okay? So how has this person's past life affected their current life? How has Pile 2's past life affected their current life? How has Pile, okay. How has Pile 2's life affected their current life? How has Pile 2's life affected their current life? Okay. Alright. Try and gather these up. Okay. So we have, okay, we have the Two of Swords. We have the Hermit. We have Justice. We have the Moon. We have Strength. I'm going to put that over here. And then we have the Empress. Okay. Let me see here. So I feel like, you know, I feel like you guys in this life might be someone who is quite indecisive. I feel like, and if this resonates with you, you might be quite an indecisive person. And I feel like, you know, you might come across, you know, choices and things you have to make in life. You may not like making choices. You know, or you're unaware perhaps of the choices that need to be made, but I feel like there is some indecisiveness about you. And this could be due to your hesitancy or your situation in the past where you felt really trapped. And you felt like you couldn't move forward. Of course you did, right? Because we had that Six of Wands energy, but I feel like this was your situation where you just felt, sometimes you feel like, you know, oh, maybe you procrastinate a lot too, is kind of what I'm hearing. With the Hermit energy, I feel like, you know, you may just generally be maybe a bit introverted or something. I feel like now is the time. There is, you know, a need for you to step out and embrace yourself, okay? To shine your light onto others, all right? But I feel like you might be a bit in hiding, or you might have spent a lot of your life where you like to hide away, you like to shine away. And this could be to do with that past life. Again, it's making me think of that Joanna, I feel you, I see you, right? And she's stuck in that room. It's like you just feel connected to being that way, but I don't see that as your path. So even you may be thinking to yourself, well, I'm quite the introvert, or I'm somebody that just really likes to, you know, no, I don't like making decisions, and no, I like staying inside, and, you know, no, groups of people and things and socializing, no, you know. and look, I respect that if that is 100% how you feel that you are, but you need to know that you have the strength to flourish, to be something really amazing. You guys are all amazing on the inside. It's just tapping into that, right? We're all amazing, beautiful human beings, okay? And it's just us, coming to terms with who we really are. And it is your moment to shine. The Justice card can talk about sometimes, if there is an injustice, justice is coming, so on and so forth. This could be pertaining to you perhaps getting some recognition for being yourself in this light as well. For some of you, I'm hearing you may get some kind of recognition if you do break out of your shell and actually, show yourself to the world. Because of course you weren't getting that in your past life. And I feel like, coming to terms with your inner strength and really showing that and being that powerful self that you are deep down inside, and staying true to who you are. And for some of you, I feel like that justice just can talk about truth, finding out the truth of a situation or the truth of yourself. And I feel like this is you tapping into who you really are and really finding out who you are at the core. And of course, with the moon card there, this can be you accessing dreams, sometimes getting maybe, prophetic dreams, or just tapping in to your intuition and really going with your inner voice to guide you and to even make decisions and things, right? If some of you are relating to that procrastination kind of indecision type scenario. But I feel like this is about you discovering your truth, you discovering your inner strength. So, and we have the Empress there as well. So I feel like you are definitely meant to be somebody that, you either are sitting, I feel like you're sitting on a great idea, or there's a great idea that's going to come to you that you're going to be birthing, that is really going to change either the way you view yourself, or it's going to change your scenario a little bit for the good, right? And this may help to bring you out of your shell for some of you. And for others of you, I do feel like this could be you being a mom as well. And, because the Empress does talk about fertility, but it's not always literal fertility, right? So for some of you too, this is you being able to give birth, or if you are a mom, this is you being able to sort of find yourself perhaps through maybe having this child, or this child being in your life. But I do feel like in general, it's just about you finding your true self. And I'm not sensing anything here where it's like you're being trapped again like you were before, but I still think there's a sense of you not knowing the real you. And the sooner you do that, the better it is, because great things are going to come in for you once you tune into your true self. And of course, the quickest way to get to our life path and our soul's purpose is to follow our intuition and, who we really are at the core. So remember that you have strength and that you are a wonderful person who deserves to be out in the spotlight a bit sometimes, don't be afraid to do that. Don't be afraid to shine your light, because, you are somebody that people deserve to get to know and to see, and just remember that. But this is a reading, I feel, about, you guys sort of getting more into your own truth and who you really are. So no more of that indecision stuff. And, again, that hermit energy, head on out and shine your light, guys, because I feel like you're ready. And once you do, with that Empress energy, I feel like something's coming for you guys. It's like you're going to get some kind of recognition, or there's something's going to happen, or you'll just have some kind of inspiration to birth a really great idea, or something is going to come of this that is going to, I feel like, project you guys forward and really, put you on the map, or almost. I'm hearing it's like you're really going to figure out who you truly are once and for all. So that is your reading, pile 3. I hope that resonated. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this reading, and if you enjoy my channel. And if this resonated, please leave me a comment down in the comment box. I would absolutely love that. And of course, as you guys know by now, if you're a current subscriber or current watcher, you will know that I also have an Instagram and a Twitter. as well, sorry. And so you guys can access that in the description box, as well as on my main page on the YouTube channel. Do check out my Instagram, because that is when I also put up, you know, other little, you know, short readings sometimes, or, you know, just general like one card pick a cards. And sometimes I do, you know, other funny posts as well. And I also put the announcement that I've just put a video up on my Instagram, so do check that out, guys. Other than that, I hope to see you next time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Take care. Bye. Hi, pile 4. You guys are my last pile today. Thank you very much for tuning in. And today we're talking about your past life. So I have these cards here, but I'm going to get into how your past life is affecting you in the present as well. So we're going to do that in a moment. But for now, I have this card here, which is your main theme for your past life. And then I have 2 cards here, animal cards, that are going to talk about perhaps who you were as a person. And then all the other cards are your situation. So give me a moment, guys. I'm just going to tap into this energy. Okay, so, yeah, okay. So we have sacrifice here, which is your main theme. And what I'm getting here with the beaver is that you guys were hard workers. You worked a lot, okay? You guys, it was like work, 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 work. And I think you sacrificed a lot of things in your life because of it. Now, I don't quite know whether this was intentional, whether this was something that you chose to do, or whether you perhaps unwillingly had to make this sacrifice. But you worked a lot, and this took over a lot of your life, because we have the 7 of Pentacles there as well. And so you were trying to, you know, get a lot done for the future. You know, you were trying to set yourself up for the future. You were working. But your harvest, this is trying to set yourself up for the future, of course. Excuse me. And so I think that was perhaps your drive, was that, you know, I've got to keep thinking about, you know, the future. Yet what I'm kind of sensing is that you didn't get to the future. Does that, I don't know if this is making sense, but it's like you worked so hard, but yet you kept seeing so little out of it, and you kept trying, and you kept working. And it was like your focus was all work, but you never took any time to appreciate what you worked so hard for. Okay, and that comes in with that dolphin card. I feel like you missed out on a lot of fun, a lot of happiness, even some friendships and things might have gotten, you know, sort of, you know, might have gotten, I'm trying to think of the word, sorry, Spirit, can I have the word that I'm trying to think of, please? Interrupted, yeah, that's not really what I want to say, Spirit, but yes, along those lines. Interrupted, you know, sort of put on hold. Yes, thank you, Spirit. For, you know, this work that you were doing. And it was like you were so focused on work. Now, with this Mother of Cups here, this can possibly be an indication that you were a parent. And you were just, you know, feeling like, okay, I've got to provide for the family. But it was like, it was just work. And I feel like you missed out on a lot of what was happening within your family and what went on. And it's like that 4 of Cups card there, where I feel like you were so focused on the 3 cups in front of you that you didn't even see all the other stuff that's going on around you. Okay, you were very, very solely focused on work. And I feel like this was quite a life lesson for you, but this could also mean with the Hierophant that you had a leadership role. So you may have been in charge, or, you know, the big boss or something like that. But I feel like, I'm more getting that this was like, you had to figure out that this was not what life's about. yes, work, but also play, you know, work, rest, and play. Well, that's the Mars slogan, but, and Mars, if you would like to sponsor me, no, but, you know, it's that thing though, guys, right? And you didn't allow yourself any time to play. It was just work, 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 work. And I feel like this is a lesson that you had to learn. I feel like this was a life lesson. And I feel like, you know, you felt very stuck in your job. I feel like you really had to, if this is a case for some of you, you might have actually gotten to that point of taking some time out and realizing like, okay, I've wasted a lot of my time on just work, 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 work. And that's not what it's about. And this could be, this Mother of Cups situation could have been another person coming into you as well. So this could have been, you know, a life partner or something, or someone romantically coming in to sort of show you that, you know, there is a bit more to life than just work. But I do feel like a lot of your life was all about work. And therefore, it was a huge sacrifice that you ended up making in your life. Even to the extent of like you may not have found out what hobbies and interests, other interests that you had because you were just so focused on work. Okay, and I'm kind of sensing like that, it's like that cats in the cradle scenario, you know, where he's too busy for his son and the son says, hey dad, want to play? And he's like, no son, I can't, I've got to go to work and you know, do big person things. And you know, the son, you know, basically says, well, one day I'm just going to be just like him. And then, you know, later on in life, I guess after the guy had kind of learned a bit of a lesson, and then he's like, well, hey son, you want to do something? And the son's grown up now, and the son says, sorry dad, can't, and just takes off. And then the guy realizes, oh, my son has grown up to be just like me. And it's that thing, I feel like, for you guys. Let's see how this is affecting you guys in the present, okay? So, how is this affecting their present life? How is Pile 4's past life affecting the present life, Spirit? How is Pile 4's past life affecting the present life? Okay, we have the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Four of Swords. We have the Five of Wands. Okay, yeah, we have the Eight of Pentacles. And so what I'm sensing here is that, oh, I'm sorry, there's one. How did that fall on the floor? Sorry, guys. I missed one. Hang on, we'll pop that here. Okay. All right. So what I'm sensing with you guys is that I think you guys have okay, I want to say for some of you that I think you've learned the lesson, but I'm kind of getting that some of you haven't. A little bit. I feel like some of you are still perhaps in this energy a little bit of, you know, it's all about the work, and you wanting to get to those Nine of Pentacles. And I feel like there's a calling for you needing to, you know, take some more time out. This is just for some of you. And to rest and relax and, you know, take that time out. And I feel like in doing so, that's what's going to make you realize that, okay, there's something else. Because what I'm getting here with the Five of Wands, this is conflict. This can talk about conflict and stuff. And oftentimes, you know, sometimes you can just talk about conflict in general relationships, but it can talk about conflict and stuff at work as well. So if this is the case, I feel like this is you in this life needing to realize this lesson, or maybe you already are in the process of realizing this, that there is more to life than just work, okay? There is more to life than just work. Yes, we want to get to this, you know, having the coin and, you know, living a life free of financial burdens and things like that. Yes, of course, but, you know, there's a limit, right? And I think with the Son of Wands there, I think you're realizing that there's more to you than just a 9-to-5 day job. I feel like you're sensing that, okay, maybe there's something else that I can do. Maybe there's something that I can do out on my own as well. Because, you know, wands are, you know, action. Wands are creative people, right? So this could be you stepping into that creativity as well and realizing that, you know, hey, there's something that I can do on my own that serves me better and will allow me to have time out to do things that I want to do, but still brings in that coin. So this is for some of you, okay? This will bring in that coin. So that's what I get with that 8 of Pentacles as well. You know, this talks about someone who's very hardworking, works really hard, but at the same time, you know, they're working with their hands. They're creating something. They're making those pentacles in the Standard Tarot. And of course, with this interpretation here with the spider, you know, he's busy making his web. He's really working hard to make this web, right? And yes, it's to capture things to eat, flies and so on and so forth. And you can take that as, yes, putting in the hard work to get pentacles, to get money, to get coin, right? But I do sense a lot from the traditional tarot too. It's like working with your hands. So this, for some of you, could be you starting off on your own, making your own stuff, working for yourself, which will give you, right, this freedom. I'm thinking about lambs, how they run around in the field and stuff. They're free, right? I think if you take some time to think about it, and again, even with that Hanged Man energy that we had from your past life, you take some time out to think about it, I feel like an epiphany is going to come to you, or there's just going to be that knowing, that realization. This could be you spiritually awakening to what really the point of life is, or what you, the point of your own life is, you know, what you're here to do, what you would like to do, and what your soul's calling is. So this could be something for you as well. And like with that 9 of Pentacles, you know, this can talk about you being in that life of luxury, being a confident person, being someone who, you know, is very financially stable and stable in other senses as well, but someone who's very in touch with nature as well. So again, it's kind of that balance as well. You know, and I feel like, you know, this is what you guys, sorry, I have this habit of saying I know, you know, a lot. I do apologize, because I do sense that I say that a lot sometimes. Anyhow, this is about you reaching your happiness in this life, okay? You may have sacrificed it in the last life, but this is about you realizing it sooner rather than later in this life, okay? And getting to that happiness, getting to that point where it's not you're working around the clock for very little, or working around the clock, but and yes, maybe for quite a bit of coin, but it's not bringing you any satisfaction. It's not bringing you any happiness, and you're not getting anything else out of life. And that's not the point. That's not the point of life. Okay? And if you are creative, do it. Follow your creative dreams. The world needs creative people. We do. Okay, creativity breeds new ideas. It breathes new energy into things. We need people that are creative, that have that drive. So if this is something that you're resonating with and you're going, yeah, actually, I wouldn't mind going out on my own. Yeah, I'm a creative person. Do it. Go for it. Excuse me, guys, that was my stomach. Do it. Go for it. Okay? But I think this is definitely about you realizing that there are things that are conflicting in your life, whether it is communication wise, or whether it is just generally in your life, things are conflicting and you're not sure why things aren't. And look at this, lining up, right? Nothing's lining up. Okay? Nothing's lining up on this card. And if you're thinking to yourself, why is nothing lining up? Why is nothing, you know, I'm happy in the sense that, yeah, okay, I've got some coin, but it's not emotionally fulfilling me. It's not tapping into my soul. I'm not fully satisfied. And this is why. Because there's more to life than just work. So whether you're just realizing this now, whether you've already realized this and you're already living this and saying, oh, I made that realization quite a while ago, Abby, that's great. That is really great. And for those of you that haven't got there yet, you're going to. Take that time out, realize that there is more to life than just work. And there's other ways to work as well, okay? There's different ways of working, there's different ways of making coin, there's different ways of getting yourself out there and, you know, being able to be stable, but also having that life that you want. And being able to explore other things in life and other avenues even of yourself, more self-discovery, you know, even just discovering the rest of the world and things like that, if travel's your thing, so on and so forth. Okay, so that's really important for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reading, pile 4, and please like and subscribe if you liked this and you like my channel. And also, if this did resonate, please leave me a comment down in the comment box, and I will see you guys next time. Also, too quickly, sorry, almost forgot, I have an Instagram and I have a Twitter as well if you would like to join those. Those are up in the description box as well as on my main page. So thanks for joining me, guys, and I will see you on the next reading. Take care. Bye.